So yeah, we have all this overnight. Pretty much all pre-market before Asia even, like really right here at 6:30, because there's a ceasefire and everything like that. So obviously, not only do we expand a bunch, but we also did actually hit relevant objectives. So I refuse to take any kind of longs right now. And yesterday was, I guess, more of like a weekly delayed protraction where we. All right, so Monday was pretty choppy. All right, we kind of just float up, no real expansion. Then we come down, make a new low a week, make a new wick on that weekly candle with SMT, then expand away. This NWAG is probably going to be irrelevant from now on. And yeah, like I said, I'm only looking for shorts because what this really looks like is a perfect New York reversal. All right, like imagine we have all this. If like Asia and London just did this, what you want to see in New York is relevant high be manipulated, and then an expansion down to this. Normally this would be around the low of the day, but today's not. Obviously this high got manipulated, but we're not expanding away. We're still in the range. So what I want to see is probably just NQ. Sweep this out, SMT, and then we go down. Right. And this high would also be a 90-minute sequential SMT if only NQ took this out. I wanted a two-stage with this closing bullish, but that's fine as long as it makes SMT and it holds. Yeah, otherwise I'm not going to take anything today. The shorts are pretty good in my opinion. Otherwise I could do like let's wait for a leading asset to go somewhere and then see what happens. All right, like if I wait for YM to like expand to these lows, then I could wait to see if NQ is either gonna make a small continuation off of it or string switch to catch up. But that's pretty much the plan. If they all take out this high during the open, I'm just gonna sit on my hands until 10 and let the leading asset choose something. If it even goes anywhere, it might not do anything until 10 or just might not do anything all day. But I think it is because, right, we had this pump, but then Asia and London, they're basically consolidating. So New York should be the one to move since the last two were just kind of slow grinding up. Right, there's obviously not any expansion in this move. Super small choppy candles, so. But really, ideally, I want all of them to rebalance to Asia lows. But that's my plan right now. I'm just gonna set some alerts. And that's it. I'll be back either at the open or if this forms before the open and there's a two-stage, I might take a positional entry. But a day like this, I definitely feel more comfortable waiting until the open. And I'll probably still take the first CSD at the open. You could wait for the second, but I think it's a pretty high probable setup that I'm looking for. So I'll take the first one, even on the 1 minute. Unless it's like bad like yesterday, I might try to wait for a second one and get left, but it is what it is. But this little move down was some random ass string switch really. Like there's no, like yeah, we expanded a lot, but there's no key level really. We're just above highs and we had like, I think, what was it, this? Yeah, then we came down. Obviously, we're not going anywhere now. This might be like a expansion and consolidation / retracement, but maybe on YM only. But this one, I think this high's going to get taken out. And if it doesn't, I'm probably not going to trade anything unless, like I said, the leading asset hits the low, which is probably going to be YM today. And then see if I can trade it this lower too or trade it back into the range. I'll be back for the open. All right, so still waiting on this high. Now it looks like YM might want to take it out though. It's looking a little bit closer. It was a lot weaker before. But what I saw on RTY was actually, it looked the best for me because we expand away like the rest of them, but it's much stronger. And then this is a really small retracement. And then we have a 30-minute SMT fill with this fair value gap. It's definitely also a two-stage PSP. And then on the 5-minute, we CSD away. And right now on the 3-minute, we're about to do it again. And honestly, I think I take that into the open if we close. And I still want Asia lows. All right, and this is the best time to trade RTY when you're have a bias overall. And well, before at least, I thought YM was the leading asset to go lower. But if RTY is even more bearish, then that's when you want to take it. So I'm going to frame this right now. And if we close, I'm taking that. Oh shit, we're probably about to. Hopefully we can get a retest at the open. Otherwise, I might just get left like yesterday. But even if I do, there should be chances on the other assets. So you got about 40 seconds. And the copier is on and everything. It's the open, so I probably won't risk over 200. I think this is fine. Even if we don't close, it's kind of like still kind of worth taking. There's the 1 minute down here, so yeah, 3 minute is like the best, the highest price, the best chance. So if it doesn't close there, then it's not a real closure. I'm going to use the 1 minute, which will probably get left, if we're being honest. I'll probably just market enter if we do close. Right now, it's looking like we're not going to. YM's going to hit the high in a little bit, so maybe NQ might be the move today. Hold up. Okay. Oh shit, might get stopped right now. Yeah, probably. All right, YM's the strongest, so okay, yeah, they're all going up, but that was way too quick. I think RTY is still going to hold this high, which I probably should have waited, honestly. That's kind of my fault. Not kind of, it is. Not being patient. All right, so, but NQ is leaving that failure swing. If we, so we already closed a 3 minute CSD, though we did invalidate it just now. So if this 1 minute closes weak, I'll take that. It's gonna be my final shot for the day because I already lost one. I don't even know where the target is, but probably just put 3 on. All right, or it depends where we close actually. Yeah, it's pretty risky. All right, maybe 2, and I want a small pullback. All right, that's good enough. And let me find where Asia is. See, this is very hectic open. But you only have like so many chances. But yeah, I probably should have just let the leading asset take over today. And also, I'm not taking any partials. I'm only looking for this, really. And since I already lost, I kind of gotta... It is moving, though. All right, yeah, so 2 contracts is fine here. Still a little bit short, technically, but... I'm holding to... Yeah. So, looking for 180 points, pretty much. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to figure out this high. So basically just driver pairing, there's no 2-stage. But we've got SMT at the driver and also sequential SMT. And where is 2R though? And 2R I will go break even. It's 1 3. But no partials, we're looking for that. Volume is still showing strength. Hasn't reversed yet. IQ is obviously decoupled, so yeah. Don't really care about London lows either, because I wouldn't be looking for a continuation anyways, so I want to fairly manipulate these and then go. RTY still could go, but since it's not, like, since YM isn't like the weakest anymore, then RTY is not going to be even weaker. So NQ is the play here. I should have just waited. Like I said, I was going to. That's my fault. It's one of the flaws. Yeah, hopefully it's not just like faking me out. And we'll have to see if YM flips within this 15-minute candle, but if not, then it can be a 2-stage PSP if this closes bearish and this closes bullish. Yeah, did we actually hit London lows though? Because that also could be a decent break-even point, but it's a little bit early in my opinion. So we did, but I mean, the trade itself only ran 1.28R, so can't do that. Maybe if we close to this side of opposing candles, that'd be a new validation. I could probably move my stop loss since I did enter the first CST, kind of. This technically has entering like the manipulation off the open. We'll see what happens. It could end up losing. It's not really I kind of wanted to go more, but at the same time, we already got a pretty big move out the open. Since I am a little bit under risk, I might move my stop up higher to cover more room. I mean, if it comes up here, it's probably cooked, but just you never know with this market. So yeah, this is a nice retracement. If we do close through this set of opposing candles, then I definitely feel comfortable moving break even or to wherever this high ends up being made, assuming we do make one, because there's no way I'm buying this. And this S&P is spaced out, but I would not anticipate that to cap off the retracement. This is a 4-hour gap, but I technically want the one inside even this big one. This is a small one. I want this big one. And it's also, I guess you can call it a 6-hour gap if you just want to use one. But at this point, it's kind of just watching. It's out of my control. It's looking good though. And we're also using this gap. I'm not sure if I want to watch on the 1 minute or the 3 minute. But see, obviously the 1 minute, the closure is all the way down here, but the 3 minute, I think it's about to close, yeah. So yeah, we hit line and low here. If we close through, this is basically a failure to manipulate. Even the 1 minute's about to close, it looks like. Maybe. 3 minute definitely is, so I'll probably move break even unless we come up in here. Alright, so I'll just move now. It's a brisky day, so I'm not gonna just like leave everything on the table. So this doesn't matter because I'm already break even, so now we're just holding the trade. Either it hits or it doesn't. So the RTY is a dumb mistake. It's gonna be like yesterday, but if this does hit, it's a bigger profit difference. So I'll be up 500 on each account instead of only 200. So yeah, it's gonna let the whole thing run at this point. Yeah, so now I'm, obviously this trade's running good, so I'm actually up for the day, unrealized. I might just set up the thumbnail now. Definitely want YM to reverse soon, but looks like we are gonna get this 2-stage PSP, so that is fine since I am trading the weakest one, the leading asset right now. So yeah, at least I know partials, just letting it run. Almost went 2R. Wait, what the? Oh, whoops. So the gap is actually here. I'm aiming for here. I don't even want YM to take out this high again because there's really no reason to. If that doesn't, NQs might get me break even, but we're making this fair value gap. Now, hopefully we just pump, but we could consolidate to come up into it and use a universal sequence, but it doesn't really matter. Oh shit. If RTY gets there, I don't even really care. Like, So yeah, I guess RTY was like a dumb to get in before the open, but the move itself was good. What's the lower time frame look like on the open? Bullish candle, bearish. I mean, it's still really choppy, but like, you could technically be in. It has the closest proximity, but I don't really care. Though I might consider a partial if it gets here, but because really I only need one of them to get here, because it still could like make a continuation and make a new high today, or just maybe retrace into this range, but it's probably gonna make a new high today at some point. So we'll just pay attention to RTY. Otherwise, NQ will be the first asset to hit all of the triad. Alright, so YM is going to take out this high. NQ is coming back. I still have a lot of room before my break even. I have to take out this high, which, I mean, definitely possible. It's a pretty shallow run, but should hold up. Hopefully. Otherwise, I probably won't take anything. Well, yeah, I kind of have to get off, wouldn't I? I don't know if I'm going to follow that like one trade get off rule. Alright, so now we have advanced premium discount, hopefully. I don't think this is advanced premium discount, but this is a really spaced out SMT. Alright, we're in a opposing candle. I mean, it's probably 1 minute gap in here and an EQ of this range, so it's like a 90-minute two-stage and now a 15-minute two-stage. You definitely want to see YM start to reverse sometime soon, which is why RTY is also like not ideal, because it is correlated to YM most of the time. Sometimes it can be a little bit decoupled, but usually it's pretty similar. So if YM is strong right now, RTY is going to be strong and not weak. And then ES is probably fighting for its life because it's still decoupled. It's closer to NQ, but look how small this body is compared to NQ. So we're just waiting. Might get break even here. It's not looking very good. So I'm all the way up here in this gap. But I might want to sweep out this high. At that point, I'll probably just watch, but I still want to take shorts later on. And if we do CSD here, I'm not going to move my stop at all. I just leave it at break even, really. I don't like to trail it in profit. Yeah, so hopefully we're making our high around here, maybe to form this gap. Well, I got in at 85, so my stop is basically around the fill of the fair value gap, which definitely could get hit. But if we do get like some kind of universal sequence inside of it, I could still take a re-entry out of it. Yeah, what I'm hoping is we don't basically do what we did yesterday, come super close to this low and then edge it to make like a, probably not 15 minute at this point, be like a 30-minute universal sequence, which would mean like I'm still in this trade by like 10:30 when the 10 o'clock 30-minute candle will close. Right, I want this to be over pretty quickly. Your RTY is heading there. YM is definitely starting to reverse. And yeah, nothing much else to do. Just waiting for this to either hit TP or break even. So we do a 4-hour PSP. I really do not want YM to take this out again, but then it'd be a two-stage again, which would be another trigger to go lower, but I just don't know if my stop would be safe from the retracement. It probably would be, but you just never know. We already had this 15-minute two-stage, so I really just wanted to go down now on everything. And yeah, if this comes out here, it's probably cooked. That's like this is a pretty good sized candle. This is a really big wick, so If we came all the way up here, that's my stop loss is definitely probably going to get hit. So we probably are going to do that 30-minute shit where we maybe consolidate around here, then come into the gap. Otherwise, we're going to go straight to the lows. If we do get a 30-minute universal sequence, I might add on to my position, honestly. But yeah, right now we're just waiting. Yeah, so I definitely don't trust this high. Even if we close below this 10 o'clock open, I would expect it to get swept out. Whether it's like immediately or waiting for that 30-minute gap to form, but definitely don't trust this. It's also a high made in a fair value gap, which if it doesn't like expand away, which is not right now, obviously, it's a more, I guess, valuable point of liquidity. But yeah, clearly, all right, come in, we consolidate, and then we kind of move down. Not really any displacement, so I don't trust that high at all. So I'm expecting this to get swept out. It might happen even in this, not this candle probably, it's only 30 seconds left, but yeah, I want this to get swept out, then hopefully we can then make a closure, or like a bulky set of opposing candles. But yeah, I think my stop is pretty good. Now we're just waiting, like I said, it's Asia lower bust pretty much. We're probably in the gap already. Or which, is it this one? Yeah. Yeah, so we're in this gap. We haven't really gotten a reaction out of it, which is good for me. Oh shit, maybe not. Okay. Holy shit, never mind. What the fuck's happening? Okay. What, bro. I don't know what to do. It's pump faking me. Just giving me false hope. I still think it's probably going to get swept out because we didn't actually close. We just kind of gap lower for whatever reason. But it could flush now. We'll see. RTY is still really close. IQ is pretty much the same distance of closeness, I think. More or less. You don't really use SMT between RTY and NQ, though. So RTY is probably going to end up coming down in this actual like gap, or like at least the 30-minute gap low, which would be this candle, which I guess technically is the same as NQ. So yeah, we're just waiting. Looks like it's pump faking us though. Unless we get some heavy displacement, but I'm not gonna say anything because it's just moving. And then where's my am at? Yeah, hopefully this holds. It's not really expanding away, which I don't like, but maybe we get a closure through here, which would be decent looking on the 5-minute, but it doesn't wick it, so who knows. Yeah, so some other GXT like mentor took this, but he just TP'd at the 4-hour gap, which is like pretty much right here, like 87. I'm wondering if I'm like being greedy and should just like get out now. I don't really want to though. And I feel like those lows are a really good target. And like I said, I'm not expecting a continuation really today. So maybe I'll just wait till like RTY hits it and get out. But I feel like NQ's gonna hit it. Like either way, I'm gonna be up for the day. But this reaction's kind of shitty. But like I said, I think it's gonna be the 30-minute gap situation. I'm not gonna let someone else influence my trade, so I'm gonna keep on holding. But yeah, he took, where's the lower, like right here? Yeah. So if I got out now, I'd technically have like the same exit as them, but which I mean, I'm up for the day by whatever, probably like 2 hour if I just get out here. Which I mean, technically that's enough, but fuck, man. Yeah, this trade itself is up like, well, it was up like 3 hour, but I said Asia lower bust, so I'm just gonna hold. This 30-minute gap is probably gonna be what forms. I don't think it's gonna go in the next 15 minutes. If it does, I'm lucky, but it's probably gonna be something like this, and then I'll try to add on. If I do pyramid, I'm gonna require a 3-minute CSD though, because I don't want to take a 1 minute early and then get clapped. But yeah, I think it's a good target, man. We are obviously slowing down, but we hit the fair value gap 80 before 10 o'clock right here, and then we're chopping around. this little manipulation, we're not expanding away from it, so I definitely think the price still wants to go lower. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold. But we'll see what happens. If I do get break even, that's just heartbreaking, but it's the name of the game. I don't know. Maybe I should take a partial. I should probably take something just to make up for the loss, just in case it actually does come all the way back. Because I could have taken off like an 87. That's like a logical, like most recent like low hanging fruit. So maybe I'll take a partial right now. All right, that's one off. No, oh shit. Okay, well fuck. I meant to just take off the buy stop and then switch to the whole order. So. Alright, I guess it is what it is. Yeah, I guess that's a trade for the day. I'm up. It still was like a, where was the exit at? 79.63? Or what? I don't know. 79. So it's still like a 2.6 hour trade. I still lost the first one, so I'm like up 1.6 hour instead of 2 hour, but it's fine. Hold on. So each account is up a little bit over 1 hour. The follower must have got a better fill though, because it's up like $30 more. But yeah, I mean, now I have 1,200 of drawdown, and I'm 800 away, 750 basically away from being back to break even on the account. So I guess it was a good day. I bet this is gonna go still, but I'm out, so there's nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, that's the day. Another dumb trade before the open. Kind of just FOMO because someone pointed it out to me. And like RTY was, where was it at? It was like right here. We CSD'd, and then we came back. So I just took that 3 minute. It wasn't that bad, but just because YM was so close, I should have just waited. And yeah, I could have saw it in queue, and this could have been like a 2.6 hour day, and I'd be up like, I don't know, 300 or something. But it is what it is. Gonna hop off now, and yeah. See you guys tomorrow. I think it's PCE, so I'll actually be on at like 8:30 to see if we get a nice news candle. But yeah, I'll see you guys.